Be careful what you don't wish for. We're going into week 2 of this March Madness series, and we're talking about how, the world kind of looks like madness right now. But to piggyback on what Greg was talking about Sunday was we're in a fight and we can choose to be in a fighting stance. Is this going to be the hardest thing that you've ever had to go through? Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe, but maybe not. So what this is doing this season can do if we lean into it and we choose to not just get through it, but learn within it, like we've been talking about. This can shape us and mold us. This pressure can help build us and create a stronger fighter, because inevitably the next fight is going to happen. The next fight is going to come. So how are we going to prepare ourselves for that next thing? And in Psalms 23:4 it says, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort." When we're in a dark place, when we're in like a dark tunnel or a dark room, or we tend to look for the light. We tend to look for the light at the end of the tunnel. But friend, I'm telling you, there's purpose in dark places. There's purpose in the darkness. There's purpose in learning within the darkness, that we're not just called to get through the darkness, we're called to learn within the darkness. So let's lean into that. And here's the thing, powerful prayers can light up dark places. A friend was texting me about just everything that he was going through in this time. Quarantine, through coronavirus, through COVID-19, all these things about his job and about his family and about all these pressures and different feelings and fears and emotions. He was also texting me about things that he was praying for and things that he was hoping for and things that he was wishing for on the back end of this pandemic and everything. And my life is kind of crazy and busy right now, as is everyone's. We're trapped in our homes. We're trying to figure this all out. We got schoolwork going on, or we got work happening. I have a 4-month-old daughter that needs me. I have a wife at home that needs me. My life is kind of crazy, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been bouncing off the walls a little bit here. So I'm busy, and he's texting me all these things, pouring his heart out to me. And I think I just hit him with the love text message. And he texted me back 2 hours later and was like, "That's it? That's it? That's it?" Have you ever done that before? Like you texted someone all these things and they just come back with K, or they just like it, or they just love it or emphasize it, and you're just like, "That's it? Really? There's nothing more there? There's nothing more that you want to say back? There's nothing more that you want to convey to me? There's nothing more that you want to tell me? There's nothing more that you want to ask me?" And sometimes it's kind of irritating, right? And we get these short, little, surface level responses, K text messages back, or okay, or cool, and I can't help but think and relate that to my prayer life sometimes. I can't help but relate those situations to my prayer life with God. I feel like God is saying to me, "That's it? That's it, Zach? That's all you want to ask for? That's all you want to pray about? Those are all the things that you want to talk to me about?" And I've underestimated my prayer life my entire life. And even when I do pray more consistently, and it's usually the same kind of few prayers that I do over and over and over again. Very surface level, very short, very consistent, but sometimes safe. And for me, it stems from this insecurity that my prayers aren't good enough sometimes. That's holding me back from going deeper in it. And I finally came to the realization with talking to mentors and talking to leaders in my life. They kept telling me that God's not judging our prayers. God's not judging the conversation. He just desires deeper conversation. Here's the thing. Prayer is something that we can learn to get better at, but not to perfect. Prayer is something that we can learn to get better at, but by no means is it something that we should feel the pressure to perfect. Prayer is authentic. Prayer is individualized. Prayer is unique to the relationship that you have with God. Prayer is unique to the growing relationship that you have with God. And prayer is simple. But my prayers weren't passionate. My prayers weren't stretching. My prayers weren't going deep with God. My prayers weren't growing me. My prayer life was safe. But safe prayers don't change us, and safe prayers don't change the world. In 1 John 5:14 and 15 it says, "And we are confident that he hears us." We're confident that he hears us. We know that God hears us whenever we ask for anything that pleases him. And since we know he hears us, when we make our request, we also know that he will give us what we ask for. Knowing this, knowing God's promises, we can lean on powerful prayers. Powerful prayers start with believing in God's promises. Powerful prayers change us. Powerful prayers change the world. You know, when I was a kid, I would tell my friends these big dreams that I had, these when I grow up scenarios, these I wish for scenarios. I was wishing for a lot when I was a kid, and they would always be bold and powerful and sometimes outlandish and sometimes dumb, sometimes a little stretching, all the time a little stretching. And if there was one thing that I could do really well when I was a kid, it was dream big. And a couple of my friends would always tell me, be careful what you wish for, Zach. You know, you've probably heard that phrase before, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, Zach. You might just get it and you might not be able to handle all that comes with it. Be careful what you wish for, Zach. If you get these things you want, there might be some unforeseen and unpleasant consequences with it. Be careful what you wish for, Zach. You might not actually want it in the end. Be careful what you wish for, Zach. You might regret it. Be careful what you wish for, Zach. You might just get it. And that saying just really stuck with me. Be careful what you wish for. And honestly, it like curbed my dreams. And I stopped wishing a bit. I stopped dreaming these big dreams. I stopped thinking about my goals and aspirations in my life as much as I used to, until I got to 10th grade and I was sitting in history class and I was talking to my history teacher just about the future and about what I wanted to do in school and in class. And he told me something that I'll never ever forget. He told me, be careful what you don't wish for, Jack. Be careful what you don't wish for, because that might just come true too. Be careful what you don't pray for. Be careful what you don't pray for in this season, because those things might not come true. Safe prayers don't change us. Safe prayers don't change the world. Powerful prayers change situations, not perfect prayers. There's no such thing, but powerful ones that hold weight, ones that mean a lot to you, ones that have passion and compassion behind them, ones that are on fire, ones that you have a deep belief behind. Not prayers you think you should pray, but prayers that are needed right now. Don't pray safe prayers. Pray for God to use you in this season. Pray for God to make you the miracle in someone's life. Pray for God to strengthen you in this season. And if you pray that prayer, know that a test is coming. Pray that he can grow you and stretch you. Pray that he can change you.